Goodness gracious. And look at that. Gosh, that took a bit. And now I've just got to add what that is. Oh, wow. What's this one? Stream elements. Oh, I've got Twitch has come up with a chat bot. Oh, I'll do that later. Good morning, Kat. How are you? And good morning, Diane. I only just made it in time before the actual scheduled part was near its 10-minute limit, and I would have had to have done it would have had to restart. What I had to do was actually restart the whole computer. I needed to do a clear, the cache and all that sort of stuff. And that was at 5 minutes before I needed to start. And wow, it takes some time, doesn't it? I've only just managed to get back in. Good morning, Trina, and good morning, Kathy. How are you? And I have got on my Twitch, I have started. Oh, this looks a bit interesting, doesn't it, when you see that? Hang on, let me take down the website thing. That's it. So I have been playing with buttons like I said I would yesterday. I didn't quite get to doing a live stream yesterday other than the daily morning one. And I have been playing with some buttons as evidenced by that one. I have got stream elements somewhere. So I'm going to get into the card reading now. And what you may have noticed is, as well as the different, I've gone back, it's a weekday, even though it's a long weekend. It's still a weekday, so it's Monday, and I have actually changed the colour of the background. So I'm just going to get over to my eCam to swap around the screen. Hopefully it's lined up. And let's have a look-see. Is it lined up? The thing is, the fabric had a crease, and I couldn't get it out yet. So that's what that is. It's just a crease in fabric. Yesterday I noticed that on the straight table, it was really hard to pick up the cards. So I decided that I've got my iPad making clicks at me too. So I decided, no, instead of trying to hunt out, because I still haven't had time to wash that other fabric, and I'm wondering whether to actually do it it's still not quite right. Hold on. It might need a higher vista, and that's probably what it did need, to see all of the cards in at one point. And then this way I can actually go like this, because I had it the size ready for doing a haps. Didn't quite get there. And here's the deck of cards that we're using today. Okay. And now I'll put my website back, or actually I'll put that one down there, and I'll put this across there, because I know your comments come up at the left-hand side. The left-hand side down there. Got to do it opposite, don't we? Here we go with a very strong set of cards. It is actually quite a powerful spread this morning. So tune into your guidance and let's go with it. So in the home space, this is, as far as what this is in that central bit, I'm still going to read it as in the home space. We've got the young man in the workspace. We've got the older man in the unexpected. We've got the tower in your role, and we've got the snake as that outcome or central. And that's the scythe, of course, in the home space. So as we're looking at that, I felt power straight away, work, scythe, something in hand that's going to bring in strong results. And then the two male masculine energies in the same spread. I thought, wow, it really is powerful. The tower, that is it's even further on from a home base. You've actually got the really strong foundations there. So here we go. And, we've got some more popping in. Good morning, Sarah. Lovely to see you here too. And we've got Mary. Good morning. Lovely, lovely. And Deb, good morning. And we've got Sharon. Good morning. Now, I hope you have all had a wonderful Easter weekend so far. And of course, today is, oh, my hair is so ratty. And I know that you've had, oh, Tracy, good morning to you too. The dogs are getting excited. There's someone walking past at the moment. So here we've got it was the strength that I felt right at the start. And I know, Mary, you'd commented on the photo on my profile. It does look different with that orange coloured background, doesn't it? I might swap it tomorrow for a different colour. Here, it really has that earthiness. It's that being grounded. It's getting into work. It's actually putting forth into our home space that's needing weeding, nurturing, harvesting, whatever stage it is in your home space. We've got the element of putting our hand to a tool to work at it. So things aren't going to be easy through the day-to-day. It could be that, you're back from camping out on the weekend or something, for those of us in Australia, needing to do some washing or things like that. Get back and do some mowing and weeding in the garden because you've left it for a weekend, that type of thing. Who knows? You know what level of getting into that work mode that you need to be doing today. You could be extending for yourself just that feeling of holiday time, long weekend and the rest, that you're actually going to, oh, bloody hell. I'm just going to open my Facebook page because I have noticed there is those comments coming through. So here we are working at it, really getting into that nurture, that lovely, the nurture with actually, it's that work in preparation. It's the groundwork. It's what you're needing to do around home, but it is in the ultimate goal to nurture self and home and the relationships that you've got within that as well. It could be too that you're needing to be cutting out some form of, or if overindulgence, you might be cutting out some form of your food to help your diet. All sorts of different things that are there in that. So I'm just going to have to find where that one is. Is it a My Time? I am going live to My Time TV, I'm presuming. So I'm just going to check that out, that I'm live. Yes, great. Thank you so much. I think there has been one of you wonderful women who have reported that. Thank you. Thank you. So I'm not going to worry about that. Now I've just got to filter through. There is a comment here, and Shaz, you're saying, yeah, Randall's at work harvesting the grapes. And it is that feeling around what's needed to be done today to actually continue in whatever way you need to, that is for the benefit of home and family. Morning to you, Kerry Ann, as well. It's wonderful to see you there. Now, there is also the option of viewing this via my YouTube channel, Twitch, Periscope's no more. I think it's actually even live on Twitter. I'm not sure where my restream is actually going to. If I looked, I probably could find it, but I'm not there. Yeah, look, I'm not going to worry about it. It's an easy day today. Not going to worry about it. I'm just going to have some fun playing with buttons later because I really want to do the streaming elements thing. You'll have to watch Haps later. So that's some of the work that I'm going to be doing. Well, it's not work, but it's in the home because my workspace is from home. So here we actually look to from what we've got in that, the harvesting, the either the weeding or the harvesting, whatever it is, put your hand to it. And here we've got the young man in that workspace. So it could be that there's just a bit of restful time, new ideas, young ideas, fresh perspective is what I'm feeling. But remember, the base of this really is that strong masculine influence today. So that we've got this young man being aware of what can be those little, I'm trying to think. It is snake in the grass. Why it keeps coming up for me as snake in the grass all the time, I suppose because in the country, on a farm when I grew up, it was you always had to watch your feet whether there was snakes around. And especially on the Kangaroo Island farm we had, Yerta Station, certainly there was several times where we'd be walking around out in the paddock or in the yard even, near hay especially, because the snakes would follow the mice that were in the hay that were nesting and all that stuff. So we certainly had to keep our eye out. And I'm feeling that that's where, with the snake in the center, yes, it's usually the last card that I read, but it's actually the center influence of being aware and being careful through your day to day. There could even be, and this is just what popped up in my head then, there could even be a minor accident. Watch out for sharp blades, sharp edges, that type of thing. Actually, even to paper cuts is what I'm feeling too. Only because I was watching something last night that they came up with paper cuts. NCIS, for those that watch that, would know what I'm meaning. So have that feeling of strength as you're moving through your work day to day. And it's a really gentle strength and a subtleness. I'm feeling that subtlety in it, probably because the younger masculine energy isn't quite as firm and all-knowing, even though as we're young, we think we do know it all. I've been through that stage. Even as I'm older, I still think I know it all. I keep reminding my partner, but I know it all. It's that sort of feeling through that. Just be wary, because there is always going to be that little bit of a convincing, as we know that the snake in the Adam and Eve story, in the Eve story, whatever. So you're knowing what I'm meaning there. And with it comes, in those unexpected moments, that more wise masculine energy, it's from someone, that feeling of from someone that has lived it, done it, knows a lot more in that wisdom side of it. And it comes through in a strength that is fitting to a masculine energy. So it is the more practical survival mode, been there, you looked after their family type of thing, and now in the grandparenting, grandparenting, it's the other edge of it, my side of it, the trimester type, the third one ish. So look at it as that wiser masculine energy. I mean, there's always been times where you'd look back and think, oh, God, stop your dad jokes. But it's because they know how funny they are, and how, there's always wisdom in that type of thing in its sense. So I don't know, it's just be open to it. That awareness of what is undercurrents, I suppose, too. But our place in our role in today really is building from that firm foundation, and we're putting that masculine energy into it. So build on that firm foundation. We are building our tower of life. We're building our experiences each and every moment that we're here and present. We are gathering each layer so that we're building what is up towards, that, well, what can you look back on at this particular time that's been your experiences? How far along in your pathway of life do you feel that you are? Just treat each and every moment as if this is the last one, and you're looking back, gee, was that worth it? Did I do things right? And yet there is no right, wrong. It's what you're learning as you're moving into it, isn't it? So, moving into what your forward destiny, what you feel from your gut feeling is your role in this world. What are you here for? That type of question. I can remember asking that years ago. Go, what am I here for? What's my special gift? Being you is your special gift. Okay, and okay, got another trick, another silly one there that I'm not going to put on screen. So what I'm doing there is I'm hoping, see this in the back end. Oh, this one, I can't do that one. And I'm just going to delete that comment. No banning. Okay, so what we're looking at really is a realm of work, but in that more masculine. It is looking at things, doing things that's more for our living in this physical life. The lower chakras, I suppose. It really is the base chakra and the sacral chakra and the solar plexus, looking after what is our gut feeling, moving forward and picking up the tools we need to, and being aware of what else is around us that might be trying to, and I'm feeling here it's ego as that central. So with the snake, just have that awareness. We do need our ego to have that physical sense of fight, flight, survival and that within us. Otherwise, we're just cruising along and being careless. So we need to have that awareness, to have the care for self and others around us. We are looking after family here in our home space. We are looking after our business that sustains family, or our work that sustains family. Can be done differently. It doesn't have to be capitalism and all that stuff. But think about how you're living your life. Think about what your goals are, what you want your tower to move toward, how you're actually living that pathway. And certainly those unexpected moments where you'll have that tapping into what is a wisdom from the greater realm, great spirit, your spiritual connection, and those types of things. It does come down to a belief system, I suppose, even though we might not say that we have a religion or we don't believe in God and all that sort of stuff. We are here and we have understandings and beliefs, even if you may not be fully aware of them. That's part of what the cards are giving us guidance around. So that's what I'm going to be leaving it at today. And what's that one? I'm playing with buttons. There we go. That's a label up the top. Oh, I like that. Here's another one. Where's another one? That one. Put my website back up there. So, look, today I am going to be playing with a few more buttons. It's quite likely I will be playing with those from a HAPS live stream. So keep your eye out for that. I'm really wanting to do that, so I'm determined I'll stick with one thought at one point in time and finish it and then move on to the next one, so that I've got the elements there ready to do it when I get to. Keep an eye out for your hats. And for those who are wanting to actually join the hats, you can do it. It's free. Hats is free. It's a live streaming platform, but you can be in there to watch other people do their broadcasts. And the way it works is little reward system type things that you can, with appreciation, not just the buy me a coffee, although I do have that there as well. It is a coin system that they have, but it's just being able to share a different space that's more, it is as interactive, but it's even more interactive because of the way that their system works. You've got to come along and experience it for yourself. G'day, Michaela, or good morning. And thank you, Sarah. Have you been? Yes, you were on earlier this morning. There's so many things in my chat stream on the right, on whichever way it is, whichever side it shows up in the back end here. It's interesting. It took a bit to find you. I'm just going to put the hats link in for those that do want to give it a go. I have the, hang on. I'll put the buy me a coffee and the hats link in there. So that's the buy me a coffee to my page. You can have a look at that. Just makes it easier for you to go in and have a look. Now, this is only on the Be Live side, so it's only on the mytimetv.live and the, what am I on? My Rosboundy page? You'll find it. Those that are watching from there. That's it. Okay, so from there, that's in the Be Live side of it. And I'll put the links later in any of the other spaces and places that I feel it needs to be. But ultimately, it comes down to tuning into what is your own guidance, your own intuition, psychic senses. You can put what label on it you want. You just have that knowing that you're needing to tune into so that you can get what guidance you are getting, that you're receiving through that level of connection, basically. And look, it'll fine-tune more and more. The more that you're using that and really turning it on like a light switch, turn it on and off when you want to use it or not. and it'll get easier and better, that connection, what messages you're receiving, what symbols, all the rest of it. So I'll be on later. I'll leave it there for this card spread today. I'm just going to go whipping round to it again because Deb's in late. Here's the card spread, Deb. I have read it already. You'll need to go back. And for any that are watching replay, it is available by replay in many different channels. So keep being the best you that you can be. And I'll catch you somewhere along the line today or tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock again. So bye for now and namaste.